leave no one behind. I want to address this to the process, how we work. So, working in the rural isn't just the way that you work in the cities. You can't really take the same format to go into the countryside. You're not the designer, the architect who's dictating the design, but it's really a different process. And much more beyond what we're working in the office, right? Because you really need to go to the field to meet the people, to talk to the people, the elder people, the younger people in the villages, to understand mostly the culture, the legacy of the village, and what people hope for their future and any specific desires. So this really points you to the program, to the content of the building. I think this is the way that I believe in architecture, the strengths of architecture, and also the motivation that I can continue in this profession and working, mostly in the rural context. Well, in a way, the working in rural, like we showed with the final product, the final result. But the process itself is actually, it could be very intense and complicated and somehow very frustrating as well. But if you believe in the capacity, the capability of architecture, then I think you will overcome all these obstacles. It could be for the indigenous culture or for ancestry, legacy, or for a specific agricultural production like tofu. If the village is proud of the tofu product, they wanted to make a tofu factory. And the tofu factory instantly becomes the live museum. It's an intangible cultural museum. So it's not very singular approach. It's really, we call it acupuncture because it's a minimal intervention, but actually really can achieve a bigger or a more overall well-being. This is a really process. We always call it co-authorship. The making of a building is just a fragment of the whole process, because this is the process that really builds, restore the rural identity and collective memory, which is also bring back the confidence for the local community. So in a way to bring the community back together, and at the same time also create, through the architecture design. We believe and we also see the evidence that it's possible to recreate the social and economic potential for the local people. So this is really important because given the disparity of our urban and rural developments, this is very essential.